So the truth is I used to be embarrassed about the fact that I was a professional wakeboarder for a long time. I just felt like that was a gap in my employment history, if you will, of when everybody else started working on their professional careers and I continued to travel the world competing. Now when I look back on it, I realize that's just my story. And I realize that being authentic is much more important than trying to appeal or create a certain narrative. And I wish I had been more upfront about it sooner. But in hindsight, looking through it, you can draw a lot of parallels between wakeboarding and between commercial real estate and between the site selection component. When you can go out there and see all the highlight reels and the podiums and everything like that, but what you don't see is waking up early in the morning when the sun's still dark out and the sun hasn't risen yet. All the training that you have to do, maybe it's cold out, maybe it's windy, maybe the conditions are terrible and it's rough because when it's sunny in the middle of summer and it's smooth and it's fun, everybody wants to do it and you can try a bunch of new tricks, but when it's early in the morning and it's cold and it's rough and it's windy, it's not that fun. Even though I really just got started full-time commercial real estate about 4 years ago, there's a lot about the work ethic and the delayed gratification that parallels over. And when it comes down to the site selection component, there's a lot of times where it doesn't work out. And so you see the grand opening and the ribbon cutting and that sort of thing. But there's so many at-bats that we have where we have to go and just do all of the site scrubbing and all of the selection and all of the research and all of the analytics and demographics. And it doesn't always work out, but when it does, that's when it makes it more than worth it. And it comes down to putting in the work and it being a numbers game. So what do we have to do? We just have to keep scrubbing. We have to keep digging. We have to keep working with our clients one step at a time. It doesn't happen at first. There's a lot of instances where people might come in to a situation or a new trade area and think to themselves, oh, I want to have this location. It's got this visibility. It's on the perfect section of Main and Main. And it's a great deal. It's a great price. Pick two, right? 2 out of the 3 things that you want, whatever it is that your list. It's like the same thing when I was wakeboarding. I might have a goal to achieve the top 3 or win the national by a certain amount of years. And it doesn't always go according to plan. It took me a long time. It took a lot of falls. It took a lot of me waking up early, putting in the work, only to go to a contest and just completely eat it. Fall on the second trick, be totally embarrassed. But what I learned was I had to keep doing that. I had to keep going out and I had to learn from my mistakes. And that's the same thing with everything in life. There is a scientific method behind it. If you document your journey, what you're doing, what you tried, how it worked, how it didn't work, and change, I truly believe that you can find success in anything. If you need help with site selection, relocating, or finding a new site for a startup or a new development, just comment, reach out. We'd be more than happy to help you.